I'll make a very inexpensive sling that you can get parts from Walmart. If you're like me, you got a lot of different weapons that you need to put slings on. And, you know, the $20, $30, $50 slings are just going to get expensive real quick. And I like having slings on all my guns. It might be also for if you forget your sling or lose it and you need something really quick. And this will adapt to a wide variety of weapons. Now, the 6-foot lashing strap that you find in the camping section is going to come in one piece just like this. It's going to have a buckle already attached and one slider, one of these sliders. You're going to need another slider. So what you'll do is in that same area you'll find replacement buckles and sliders. Get a box of those. The strap's going to cost you about $2. This will cost you 97 cents. So for $3, you've got you a sling. For $5, you got you two, enough to make 2 slings with. Okay, cut your strap about that long on one piece. I don't know, it's probably 18 inches or so. I haven't measured it, I just guesstimate. Melt the ends, take your lighter, melt the ends, and flatten them out with your fingers. Now, on this rear side, it's not going to have a slider. Take you a slider and thread it through, just like that. Alright, on this M&P 22, I want to put a sling on it. This is kind of representative of a lot of ARs out there. You got a regular car stock with the slot back here in the back, and you've got a quad rail. So I don't have any mounting points on here. I don't have any mounting points up here. You know, I could attach a sling swivel. I could run a sling swivel through here and strap it down. I could use a quick detach swivel, HK clips, anything that that I can put this strap through will work. What I'm going to do here is I've already taken a piece of 550 cord. I'm going to melt the ends real quick with my Freedom lighter. What? Melt them down real quick so they don't fray out on you. Alright, then we're done. Alright. Feed it through. This might take a little finessing depending on how tight your holes are. So what I did is I took the loop part, went from the bottom up, and then I take the loop part and feed it through the knotted end. And then I pull it really tight. And if you have the quad rails with the cheese graters, they'll nest right in there. And you'll have a loop, just like that. That might be a hair small, but you can just mess around to get your proper length of your 550 cord. So all I'm going to do now is take this, loop it through, or push it through my loop here. It's a little on the small side, but it'll stretch out. That's the thing about 550 cord, it's going to stretch out. Better to have it a hair small than too big. Alright, so bring it through there. Now this is the part where I like, you can take it through the tri-glide just like this, the slider, and leave it, and it'll hold fairly well. I like to have a little extra security, and I'll take it again and go back over and come through the first buckle. This one here I didn't flatten down very well. I'll mess with it later. But all I do then is I'll take it and I'll cinch it down. You don't have to flip it, go back through the buckle again, but I like to do that. Now you have a very strong attachment point there. Now in the back, same thing. Now what I'll do is I'll bring it through. And if your tri-glide's on top, now what I'll do is I'll give the tag end a half twist. And run it through. This one I flattened out better, so fits really well. Then I'll tighten it down. Just like that. So now I have a sling. Now you can make some adjustments on it. See, it's pretty big. Okay. So I have my two attachment points. So I've made it a 2-point sling. Now this is way too long. Okay. I mean, I can leave it loose like this, but when I drop it to transition to a pistol or just let it hang, it's way too long. Now the way I'm going to adjust it is from my swivel or my buckle back here. You can adjust it from down here at your attachment points, but I'm just going to bring it up like this. If you have another tri-glide, you can go ahead and put it on here just to take up the excess slack. Okay, that's about right there. So now, if I need to transition to my pistol, it's hanging just right. I've got enough slack that I can come up and shoulder the weapon. Now, if I want to transition shoulder to shoulder, what I'll have to do with this type sling here is drop my arm down through the sling, and this is the way I kind of prefer to use them anyway if I'm actually shooting. If I'm just patrolling and carrying it, just let it hang like this, but the moment I go to fight, I'm going to bring my arm through, and this will allow me to push the gun out and around and shoulder the weapon on my opposite side without having to make any adjustments to my strap. If I leave it like this and I want to transition to my other shoulder, I'm going to have to lengthen my sling out, and it takes time. So all I'm going to do is just leave it hang like this, and if I have to, I can let it hang like this and transition to my pistol. And then when I go back to just carrying it around, I can carry it around like this. Now, if I want to sling it to my back, all I'm going to do, alright, I'm going to have the gun up like this. I'm going to take my arm, drop my elbow down through, take my other hand, guide the weapon around behind me. Now this is where I kind of like this. I can grab the back end of the buckle and tighten it up. And now it's tight to my body. And I can carry things, I can climb things, I can do whatever. And then if I need to go to use it again, I bring it around front, pull that buckle back out to where it needs to be, and just put my stuff back through. Okay. Like I said, they're very inexpensive. For $5, you got 2 slings with the equipment I've showed you. Let me show you a couple mounting points that I've done on some other weapons. All right, on this AR here, it's got the Magpul forend with the scout light. So all I did was strap it through the scout light, just like that. Again, I just looped it through the buttstock. It has an ASAP plate. You can run it through the loop on the ASAP plate. On the AKs, same thing. AKs usually have a metal sling point already. I just looped it through there. Ran it back. This has a car stock or type stock already on it, so I just looped it through like normal. If I wanted to, I could take this end and put it here on the sling loop adapter that's already built into the rifle. If you have like a hunting type weapon that's already set up for standard sling swivels, like this shotgun here, I have the replacement nut up here that's got the sling swivel attachment. Take a normal sling swivel, quick detach sling swivel, put it on your sling, then just clip it in here and clip it in here for a standard, just a standard carrying strap. If I wanted to turn this particular shotgun into more of a tactical sling carry, where I'm carrying it across my body like this, then I would touch it up here like normal, and since this swivels, it's gonna go wherever the sling goes. And all I'm gonna do is just put the strap right around here, right around the wrist of the stock, and your hand will grab over it naturally, and it ain't gonna get in the way. And then it'll hang normal, just like a regular 2-point sling with a fixed stock. So it's very versatile. Alright, I don't think I've forgotten anything. $5, 2 slings. Thank you.